Hola, I'm Luisa,
And Michael,
and we're two vegans in Mexico. Today we're in Querétaro,
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 Querétaro.
Mexico. We've been here almost 3 weeks, and we're going to tell you all about what we did, what we saw, where we stayed, and what we ate, of course, because we're the vegans and we want to show you that there are about at least 10 vegan restaurants that we visited in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, 100% vegan. And
Yeah.
then there are a bunch of places with vegan options around also.
Yes, so stay tuned. So, we're going to start off telling you all about our experiences in 4 different organized tours that we took. Because when we got to Querétaro, it's been our first time here. People told us it was a big city, and we believed them.
It's a huge city.
And so, our first tour that we took was on Airbnb. It was $20 each, and it was a 2 hour walking tour. Started at the Mirador del Acueducto. Michael, you want to tell us about that?
So the city is well known for their magnificent aqueduct, and it provided water so this grand city could grow and nurture. It's magnificent. You have to stop and see it, just like in Spain, those aqueducts.
Yeah, and it's very amazing how they were able to do that so many years ago. But the tour guide walked us all around the historic downtown, and we didn't realize how many statues there are, but there's about 1,000.
There's about 1,000 here, and they each tell a story of this city.
And then we went on another tour. It was on our own, actually. We walked up to the Santa Cruz Plaza where there's a statue of Junipero Serra, which was really kind of cool because he has a high school named after him back in our hometown of San Diego, California. Yeah. But we also saw there was a convent there, so we went over and for 20 pesos each, we got a tour of the convent. And who was kept there, Michael?
Emiliano.
No. Maximiliano.
Maximilian, the emperor from Austria/France.
Yes, he was kept there under house arrest.
Yeah.
And then, so we got that really nice tour. Then the second tour we took regarding him was a trolley tour, and that was 120 pesos each. And that one took us around for about an hour with a lady who spoke only Spanish, telling us all about the history. But we got to go see the place where Maximiliano was executed. By firing squad. Very cool.
Highly recommend the tour.
Then we took a 10-hour van tour from Querétaro downtown to Bernal, which is the third highest monolith in the world and a cute little colonial town. And then from there we went to another magic town called Tequisquiapan, which I still have a hard time saying that name. Very fun. We found a vegan restaurant in there too. And then it took us to 2 different wineries. And the last one was amazing. It was an hacienda.
And
we got to understand the difference between a rancho and a hacienda. So that was fun and a beautiful place.
Yeah. And I love the tour guide Alex, who explained everything in English and really gave us some tips that we hadn't considered.
Yeah, beautiful tour. That one was about $110 each, but if you were to take an Uber just out to Bernal, that would be probably a round trip, probably $100.
Yeah.
So very well worth the time.
Absolutely.
Next, we're going to talk about where we stayed, because when we come to a new place, we don't like to book a month in one place in case we don't like the neighborhood. So we started off in downtown historic center in a hotel. Then, after about 3 days, we went to an Airbnb out in the suburbs a little bit, and now we're back in the center of town in another hotel. So what do you think, Michael?
I love the location because the first place is just right in the middle of everything. A lot of restaurants and the Central Historical Center.
Yes, but the Wi-Fi in that hotel, not so good.
Not so good, but
and
it was a good location.
We also find hotels that have cooking facilities because we don't want to eat every meal out since we don't eat a lot of what the local restaurants provide. So that one was good because it did have the cooking facility.
Yeah.
the Airbnb we had was outside of the central district, and so we had to take an Uber if we wanted to go many places or walk 2 miles. And we did walk
We
two
did
miles.
walk some miles.
Yes, we did put some miles
Yeah.
on. But that one, the Wi Fi was a little shaky again, even though they promoted in their listing in Airbnb that they had very fast fiber optic. But that wasn't really the case.
But it gave us an opportunity to live in a neighborhood, and I enjoyed that. And also, it had big, giant shopping centers near there where we could buy our own breakfast and dinner.
Like what?
Well, we had greens and
No, but
beans.
what stores?
Oh, Lacomer, um,
Walmart,
Walmart, you name it. Everything is here in this big city.
Burger King, all of the fast food
Yeah.
restaurants, Pizza Hut, Domino's.
UPS.
And what do you like to say about Querétaro?
If you want to live in a large city and feel like you're back in the United States, this is your city. There obviously is a lot of Spanish being spoken. Matter of fact, I didn't hear much English, but it has everything that you could possibly want if you want a large urban city.
Yes, and you have to have a car if
Yeah.
you want to live out in the suburbs.
Right.
And if you're not, you're living downtown and needing to go Uber outside of town. But we did go outside of town. We went into Horakia. I don't know if that's exactly how you say it, but that's where we met some expats at a meetup,
Yeah.
and they all live outside of the central district,
Nope.
and they like it because it's neighborhood-like. They can walk their dogs, there's grass, there's parks, and all you could ever want if you really want
Yeah.
a big city here in
Exactly.
Querétaro. So we're back in the center part, though, in a hotel, outside of the central historical, but still downtown, so I like this spot. Yep,
It's a great spot.
that's where we are sitting on the terrace today.
Uh-huh.
So what did we eat? 10 different restaurants we went to, and a couple of them we've gone to several times, so we're going to talk about those. But I'm going to put some pictures above that'll tell you what the name of each restaurant is, and we'll tell you with a yes or a no that we would go back there. So what is your favorite restaurant that we went to?
I'd say so far Taco Green. They have a large variety of salads, appetizers, desserts, and I love the atmosphere. It sits in a patio, and they did a wonderful job on the meal.
Yeah, and the patio is really cool because if you have non-vegan friends that you're going to eat lunch with or dinner with, then they can have different choices. There's a kebab place and there's a burger place. I don't know what else there is there. But we ate there probably 4 times.
Yeah.
And with friends usually. Our second favorite vegan restaurant here in Querétaro is Vegco. And Vegco, I liked it because their salads are delicious and filling.
And I enjoyed all their tacos. They must have had about 6 or 7 choices of tacos there.
All vegan, so
all
you don't
vegan,
have to worry
100%.
about it. The only problem with this restaurant is it's a little outside of the historic center, which is okay. You can just walk there or take an Uber. But the ambiance, the atmosphere, it's just a normal restaurant. It doesn't look like it's really as vibrant as Taco Green, but we went to Vegco probably 4 times as well.
Yeah.
Because
They're delicious meals.
Yeah, and affordable.
Yeah.
And our third most favorite restaurant here in Querétaro is called Clorofila. And it was our first experience with having what they call Comida Corrida, which Comida Corrida is apparently 4-course meal. And here's some pictures of the meal. We had a salad, then we had noodle soup, then we had the choice between tostadas or a burrito. So we each had that, and then we shared it with each other. And then a dessert, which was an
Oatmeal-based dessert.
Yeah, oatmeal and bananas. But all that for 75 pesos.
I was really shocked. I thought we would be paying for each individual item that we received because on the website it wasn't very clear, but it was a wonderful vegan restaurant.
And that is within walking distance of the center. So I think staying in the center, you can find Taco Green, you can find Clorofila, and then there's some other restaurants that we went to that had vegan options. So that's our take on the food.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate you. And if you want to leave a comment down below, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week because we're heading to Guanajuato and we will be checking out the scene there. We're so excited to go there, but we've enjoyed our stay here in Querétaro.
It's been fun.
It's been fun, and we'll see you next time. Hasta luego.
Adios.